Okay, so we're looking at this cow right here. So she's not swollen in the back end, but she's definitely making a bag. So
It don't take them off. An older cow, you can come closer to looking at her bag, seeing her making milk and swelling up in the back. Some of them don't. They just swell up the day they have it and have it. It ain't like a heifer. You know, a heifer, she spends 3 months swelling up.
Yeah.
We got all them big calves. Got to get off here. They will suck your cows to death and kill them. That's why you got to get them on it. You know, the cow itself will just keep losing weight. You see how damn big they are. That one and that one and all them others.
So this one right here is still on the mom.
Oh yeah, she's on the mother somewhere. That big black one on them others over there. We'll get them.
So this one right here is probably how many pounds, you think?
She's every bit of 400.
So 400 pounds is a good weight.
Well, there'll be some bigger, yeah.
If you can get to them, 400 pounds is plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty big enough.
Then by the time you get them at the house, and you straighten them up, get them on feed, and get them all vaccinated and done everything that needs to be done. Bulls, castrated. Then you got about 30 to 60 days to get them straightened out, where you can guarantee them that they ain't gonna be sick. That you got them, you know, vaccinated for respiratory and blackleg.
So do you want to
wormed.
Can you mention real quick, like whenever you go to the sale, you always write down on the piece of paper how many days they've been vaccinated, how many days castrated, how many days weaned?
That's all together with that. That weaning, it cuts that. I mean, I just say it. When I say weaned, then that automatically mine are castrated and ready to go and vaccinated.
Okay, and so you usually don't
great big ones that were already done in the spring. You know, we already vaccinated them once in the spring when we banded them. So they're vaccinated. They already got one round. Then when we wean them again, they'll get another round.
So now, will you put that on the little piece of paper whenever you take them to the sale? Do you say double vaccinated?
No,
you don't say double vaccinated.
I just say they're vaccinated.
Okay.
They take my word for it.
Okay, so tell them that that's important whenever you take your cows to the sale or whatever. If they're vaccinated, weaned, the yearlings, if they're vaccinated, weaned, and all that, then the auctioneer will mention that.
He's supposed to mention that. Some of them don't. If you don't tell them, they won't. They don't take it upon themselves to say, yeah, it is, when he don't know for sure. But if you write it down and you hand it to them, you know, when you unload them at the chute back there, when you unload them and say what they're done, had all done, then he can say, yes, it was done.
Okay, and so
that makes him, you know, he ain't never liable anyway.
Right.
You know, because all he is, he's a go-between. He's a go-between me and the guy that buys it.
So the guy that's buying it, why would that be important?
Well, because they're high-risk cattle. You bring them home, they get in a barn. If there's any disease in there,
whenever you say they're high-risk cattle, anything coming from a sale barn is high risk.
That's right.
Because of all the diseases that might be.
Right there. It's in the manure, in everything, in them breathing in the water tanks, in the snotting on the gates and everything like that. And it's good policy to have all that done ahead of time. They are going to dock you. They can look at them and see that, you know, they're kind of bright-eyed and everything. It probably ain't got it. If they picked it up today, it's going to take a week for it to get there. Well, a lot of them guys, before they even unload them, they're going to give them a good dose of antibiotic of some kind, some of the best, Exceed or Draxxin or something like that. That's good for a week, maybe 10 days. So there they are. They're covering their ass right there, and then they get their shots in them and stuff. They know what they're doing. You're not going to, you know, but they're not going to pay himself to do it, and then me. If I got it done, they're paying me a premium. If it ain't done, they're not. You know, he's got to do it himself, so he's going to deduct that much. And he's probably going to deduct a hell of a lot more than that.
So that's what I want to get to.
It's only about $20.
So going back to why you write it down and why the auctioneer would say that, because you will be giving, the buyer is buying a less risked animal.
Right.
Animal.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's already got the vaccinations, it's already been weaned, it's already been castrated.
See, if they're unweaned, you drag them in there, what do? Bellow for their mama, just like ours do. You know, for 2-3 days. they'll beller longer than that, but ours gets over pretty fast because I start feeding them out there in the field before I wean them. I go out there and drop out them range cubes and get them to follow me and everything, and then the day we want to wean them, they come in there, we can get them, trap them biggest calves out of there, get them at the house, use them same cubes in there, so they already know what they are, they know what they smell like, you ain't changing feed on them.
So they start eating with their mother. The mother's eating it, so then they eat it.
Yeah, right, they're learning that right out there in the field. And see, that's another, just, a positive.
Yeah.
And that's easier for me too,
Yeah.
for me, when I put them in there. That way they go to eating and they ain't standing there bellering.
And losing weight.
Yeah. And I wait a few days before I wait at least a week before we vaccinate them then. If anything don't look right, then we put tetracycline in the water. And that takes care of that. That's an antibiotic. They got that antibiotic in their stomach and everything. Everything, it'll be in there.
Okay.
You just have to do that. You're talking a lot of money on these calves now. Anytime you miss one little thing and you lose one, and then you second guess yourself, God damn it, I should have done that. I knew to do that. Well, knowing to do something and neglecting to do it's two different damn things, And that always trying to save $1. And there's people that just gonna save $1 in spite of hell, where they lose 5,000.
Right.
Well, I saved $1 over here. But anyway, that's a good policy to go by.